All right, Pisces, I am Ryan with Erosoflove. Welcome back to my channel. This is your May 2021 Love, Tarot, and Astrology reading. First and foremost, if you like these videos and would like to see more of them, please click that like button and subscribe. It's very much appreciated for me and it helps the channel. All right, so Pisces, the astrology of May of 2020, it's going to be an intense rest of the month, and June is going to be intense too. So I'll just get right into it. Mercury, this is what is on your mind. This is what you're thinking about. It's the communication planet. It is sitting in Gemini right now, and it's a home sign. Mercury rules Gemini. It's about learning, thought processes, communication, your local communities, generally speaking. But for you, Pisces, this is your fourth house. Gemini is 4 signs past Pisces. The fourth house is all about home and family. It's about foundations and roots and motherhood and the mother, just generally speaking. The communication planet is going to be retrograde May 30th through June 22nd, so about 3 weeks. And retrogrades are always a time of review, realignment, readjustment. So anything that is happening in the family area is going to require a little bit of review. It's going to require some patience, some rethinking, and some readjustment over that time period. Mercury's going to be there for an extended stay. It's going to be there for about 6 weeks or so, about 2 months, and it's going to be a wild one. Mercury, like I said, rules Gemini. So generally speaking, we're going to have crazy, wild thoughts. We might be a little bit flaky and frantic, a little bit flighty in thought, generally speaking. But like I said, it's going to be around this family, home, foundation and roots themes for you in particular. This Mercury retrograde is also going to square Neptune, which is sitting in your home sign of Pisces. So whenever Mercury and Neptune get into a square, it can point to conflict, it can point to just general frustration. It points to disillusionment, and it can point to even some lying, just flat out lying with communication. So you got to be really careful over the latter half of May into June, just about people that are trying to pull the wool over your eyes. We are in Taurus season right now. The sun is sitting in Taurus. For you, that is your third house of communication, fun, local communities. It's a busy house. It's what's happening on your daily life. It's marketing and selling. It's also about siblings. So anything happening on that sibling front, again, this has that element of family in it. And the sun's going to be there until May 21st, and then it moves into Gemini. So again, these things of family and home come up again, at least for the next 4 weeks after that. The big news for you, though, Pisces, is your ancient ruling planet, Jupiter, is going to transit into your home sign of Pisces on May 13th. I'm doing this video on May 11th, so we got about 2 days to go. And Jupiter is at home in Pisces. Your intuition is going to be kicked up to 10. You have your ancient ruler and your modern ruler, Neptune, in your home sign. That means you are the cosmic favorite for all practical purposes. Jupiter rules the cosmos. It's the biggest planet. It's a planet of growth. It's expansion. It's spirituality. It's higher learning. It's got an element about the law, karmic justice. So a lot of emphasis is going to be placed on you and what it is you want to do and taking your life to that next level. So start thinking about these things from May 13th to June 28th. That's when Jupiter will be in your sign, and it's going to retrograde back into your 12th sleepy house of the subconscious hidden things for the rest of the year. So you get a little bit of glimpse into what 2022 has in store for you over the next couple of months. It's going to be very exciting stuff for you overall. It's about the daydream. It's about compassion and empathy. It's about expanding yourself into ways that you never thought spiritually. It's got a spiritual element to it as well. You also need to be careful of overindulgences. Whenever Jupiter is in your first sign, it expands the body. So just be careful, of food and taking things a little bit overboard and escapist mentality. You already, it's part of your shadow. So you got to watch the escapist attitudes, generally speaking, when Jupiter is in your sign. But overall, this is great for you, Pisces. So enjoy it, because this transit only happens once every 12 years. It takes Jupiter about 12 years to go around the zodiac. So now it's your turn, and this is exciting stuff. It's exciting stuff for everyone, but especially for you. Mars, the planet of action, vitality, virility, Assertiveness is in Cancer, and it's in its fall position here. So there could be some issues with family happening during this time. You got to watch out for cuts. Be careful around water, especially you, Pisces. But Mars, Cancer is your 5th house. Cancer is 5 signs past Pisces. It's another water sign. It makes a trining aspect. So generally speaking, this is really good stuff. So maybe family conflicts resolve. Maybe you're moving houses or looking for a new house, just generally speaking. There's really good things here because it is another water sign, but Mars is in its fall, so there could be some conflict coming up too. But Mars is going to be there until June 11th, so we got about another month to go. Like I said, just be careful around water. Be careful of cuts. 5th house also rules children. So, anything dealing with children, accidents happening on the playground or outside, just keep an eye on children, generally speaking. We're also headed into eclipse season. The eclipses are coming up. So the eclipses are happening on the Gemini-Sagittarius axis for the next year or so. We have a total lunar eclipse or partial lunar eclipse happening in Sagittarius on May 26. And Sagittarius is 10 signs past Pisces. That is your 10th house. The 10th house has to do with career, your outer appearance, what it is you do in the world and contribute. It's about your highest achievement. So you might be reconsidering, different career moves at this time, what it is you want to do with your life. Your long-term goals, generally speaking, will come into view right around this eclipse on May 26. And then we'll have the total lunar eclipse in Gemini, in your 4th house of family, home, foundations, and roots, in early June, about 2 weeks after that. So you're going to see these themes come up with family and career over and over again. And eclipses are always about endings and beginnings. It's big stuff. So if you have, anything happening right around that May 26th time frame, and eclipses, that energy can last up to 6 months or so, especially with career and family. Just be prepared. There's going to be some major shifts happening on that front for you in particular, Pisces. But the good news is Jupiter's in your home sign. So you get like this benevolent protection from the universe through this whole thing. So you rise above, you see the good in it. There's some really good optimistic things coming for you overall from May to July. So enjoy it while we can. Not a lot happening overall in the love department. But that Mercury retrograde in the 4th, that points to family, possible issues with the home. So maybe there's an unexpected repair that comes up, unexpected news that comes up. That's, again, that retrograde period happens from May 30th through June 22nd, so it's about 3 weeks. And we're headed into the shadow phase. So shadow phase is where Mercury is going to retrograde in Gemini. It happens at the end of the week, so we'll start getting glimpses of that toward the end of the week and what this is all going to be about. But overall, pretty good stuff for you. All right, so let's see what's happening in love this time around, Pisces. I'm going to pull 1 card from the angels, and I'm going to pull 3 cards for you, 3 cards for your love interest from the tarot. Keep in mind, these are general readings. Messages will not resonate with all of you. Be sure to take a look at your ascendant sign, moon, and Venus. Sometimes those signs will resonate more with you depending on what's happening in your natal chart. So, all right, let's see what's going on with you, Pisces. This is for Pisces. The fishes. Love for Pisces. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Great card. Universe wants you to give a little bit more. Take those steps. Maybe you have someone on your radar that you want to talk to, you want to get to know better. Reach out to them. If you're in a partnership, it's time to put a little bit more oomph in your relationship. All right, let's see what the tarot has to say. Like I said, we're going to do 3 cards for you, 3 cards for them. Justice. 4 of Cups. Death. Okay. This is for them. Queen of Swords. 6 of Swords. King of Wands. Okay, so you might be in a little bit of a tricky situation here. The situation, regardless of whatever it is, requires some type of balance. Justice is the Libra card. Libra is 8 signs past Pisces. The 8th house has to deal with death. Right here. The death and rebirth process, starting new, transforming something. This is calling for you to transform and rebalance your relationship. Justice is all about that balance. There could be an element here of the law. Some of you might be getting divorced. Some of you might be breaking off a relationship. That's not all of you. That's for some of you. Because the death card is here, and justice often represents things happening in the courts. So maybe something's just wrapping up in the courts. Some of you, like I said, might be getting divorced. But others, this calls for that rebalance. The great love that you want calls for rebalance. Something needs to be rebalanced here. And with Mercury, Venus, and the Sun moving into Gemini of home, family, foundations, it's the foundation of your relationships that need to be rebalanced. So if you're giving too much without getting any back, Pisces, now is the time to start rethinking those boundaries. Because the next card here is the 4 of Cups, and it's the universe holding out an offer of emotional abundance and fulfillment that you're not necessarily willing to take. Maybe something here needs to be reworked. Something's not working, right? Something needs to be rebalanced. It's the man under the tree. He's got his arms crossed. I mean, universe is holding this out. Do you really want it? Do you want to take it? Do you want to go to that next level? You're not sure. You're not sure. But something definitely has to come to an end. Death is about endings. It's about transforming something into something new. Understanding when something's not working, it's time to let it go. So not only you and the other person can move on, but you're fulfilling your own karma and you're fulfilling your karmic destiny. Mercury is going to be conjoined with the north node of the moon, which is, in modern astrology, they would say this is an era of destiny. This is your life path. So you're being guided here to follow your life path, to fulfill your karmic destiny, to let something go in order for something else to be reborn. It's that age-old saying, right? When a door closes, a window opens. This is literally what it is. So something's got to be let go. Something needs to be rebalanced. On the other side, they have the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is mental energy. She's cunning. He or she, doesn't matter, right? She's cunning with her thoughts. Not very emotional. Can be very emotionally attached. Uses the rational mind to get through life. Doesn't necessarily use that emotional, intuitive nature that you have. Pisces. Could be a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. We have a lot of planets going to be lined up in that Gemini area, so you could be dealing with a Gemini. Like I said, this is a cunning person. They're good with their words, they're good with their thoughts, but not so good with emotion. And it looks like, to me, they need to leave something behind, or they have left something behind. It's a thought pattern that needs to be let go. It's some type of dogma or belief that just isn't working. And you can see it's the man with the child and the woman in the boat rowing away from something. Something has to be let go here. It's something to do with what's happening up here. It's a thought process that's not working out. It's a belief that isn't producing results. And it has something to do with their passion, what they're passionate about. So maybe your partner is they're in a rut with work. Maybe they're feeling like they're in a rut in this relationship, and that passion needs to be resparked. We have very heavy Venusian qualities in the air right now. Venus is exalted in your sign of Pisces. Jupiter's moving into there. We're having a new moon right now in Taurus. It's happening today on the 11th. So Venus rules Taurus. Venus right now is sitting in Gemini. So the thought, we have love on our thoughts right now. It's not sitting in our heart so much as it is sitting up here. So something about the love process has to end. And something about the passion has to be reunited here. Let's pull another card for the outcome. Page of Wands. You very well might be able to do this. If you guys can work on reforming the relationship, rebalancing the relationship, rebalancing the rational mind with your intuition and the soft heart. That's what it's about. Then you come up with the passion. Then the passion's reunited. Then you have messages that get you going, that get you, that turn you on essentially, right? And that's what the page is. It's messages of love, excitement. I think you need to have a heart-to-heart. You're being guided to take steps here to rebalance something, to let something go in order for that magic to reappear. All right. Hope you enjoyed this reading, Pisces. Got some good things coming. But look for that rebalance. Look for that door that opens so you can open up that window. And that will get you through the rest of the month. All right. Until next time, take care.